What's up, Gravel family? My name's Jason, and today we are talking about tires. Everybody loves talking about tires, asking about tires, what width, what kind, what tire pressure, all of that. So today we are going to talk about the perfect tire setup for Garmin Gravel Worlds 2022. We are very fortunate that we have a sponsor of Panaracer. The good thing with that is we were a fan of Panaracer Gravel Kings before they were a sponsor, long before, so we're super thankful for the relationship we have with Panaracer. They have by far the best tires that we've ever used that work around here, around Lincoln, Nebraska. So I'm going to kind of walk through a couple of the setups and why we use those and what different types of Gravel King, Panaracer Gravel Kings we use. So the short answer, if you just want a real quick answer, the best setup that you can get are the Panaracer Gravel King SK 38Cs. If that's all the farther you want to go, that's your answer. Panaracer Gravel King SK 38s. That's the short answer, but we do have many options, and we're going to kind of walk through those here. The second option that we have is the Panaracer Gravel King SS. I'll overlay some video and pictures here of the difference between the SK and the SS. Simple way I remember it, SK is semi-knobby, SS is semi-slick. Panaracer has been making the Gravel Kings for nearly 10 years now, so they have compounds and tire treads that really work for gravel. So we're going to walk through those now. So the SK, Gravel King SK, is the very traditional Gravel King pattern with the square treads right in the middle. Everybody's seen them. I guarantee you, if you've been on a gravel ride with other people, you've seen the Gravel King SKs. Those ones are great for all around use. You're going to get the best traction with those. If you are you would like a little bit more traction while you're riding, the SK is the version that you want to go with. As of last year, Panaracer Gravel King SS was announced. The SS is semi-slick, and it has a fairly slick center, but also still has the grip on the sides with knobs on the side. There is still some pattern in the middle, but overall it's really slick in the center. Alright, so my general recommendations for picking between the SK and the SS, very generalized. If you're on the faster end of the spectrum of gravel racers, I recommend the SS. You have less rolling resistance in the middle, but you still got nice knobs on the side for cornering. So I go with the SS on front and back. If you're on the slower side of things, or you're kind of newer to gravel and a little bit more grip would give you more confidence, I recommend the SK to get those knobs in the middle. The other benefit with the SK is you get more grip going up hills if you're going slower. So if you're on a steep climb and you get a little bit of slip on your back tire, that SK will give you more traction. The SS can get a little bit of slip if you're going up really steep, gravelly or sandy climbs. So that's the two side comparisons. The other recommendation that we give is kind of a third option that's kind of unique. I don't know if Panaracer recommends this, but we have a lot of people around here that use it. Is they'll put the knobby tire, the SK, in the front, and then the SS, the slick tire, in the back. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get the grip for cornering with your turning tires on the front, and then you get a little bit less rolling resistance in the back that help you get a little bit more speed, but you still have the grip on the sides. Alright, so what width do we recommend? General, overall, we recommend the 38C or the 43C Panaracer Gravel Kings. If you are on the faster side, we recommend the 38s, that you're going to have more than enough grip on our course for the 38s, so definitely go with that. If you want a little bit more comfort, or you are also on the long voyage, for example, we recommend the 43s, or even going up to even larger if you're doing the long voyage for more comfort and just a little bit more grip. So yeah, 38s or 43s are our go-to. You can go skinnier if you want to. We've had people ride 28C road tires at Gravel Worlds before. You can do it if you want to. We have everything that ranges from Hero gravel that's almost like concrete, all the way to pea gravel that can be 4 or 5 inches thick. So you can gauge on your bike handling skills what would recommend for you and your comfort. All right, tire pressure. That is a very unique question and greatly depends on weight. I will so I ride the Gravel King 38s and I weigh about 180 pounds and I usually ride 30 to 35 PSI. I do like my tires a little bit harder than average, so I'm usually closer to 30 on that 35 side. So yeah, that's the general outline for tire pressure. I know that there's some websites that you can kind of plug in numbers and try to figure out what your tire pressure is. It's okay to have a little bit of squish. It's not a road tire. Like a road tire has to be pretty freaking hard in order for you to ride on those skinny tires. It's okay to have a little bit of squish. That's what's great about a gravel tire, is they're more comfortable because they're wider. Especially on the long voyage, for longer rides, you want a little bit of squish in your tire to take that off. Next, we're going to talk about tire protection. Do we need a thick tire versus like a thicker walled tire, or is just the regular Gravel King? So, for example, Gravel King SK, or you can get the Gravel King SK Plus. The Plus is just a little bit thicker, they're a little bit heavier, and they have more protection for punctures. I'm not going to say I don't recommend it or that you shouldn't do it. If you're worried about punctures, that's totally up to you. If having basically no risk of getting a puncture and you want to carry that extra weight, totally up to you. We ride either or. The good thing with the gravel around here is it's not super sharp. So if you are, you shouldn't have to worry about punctures. I'm not saying it doesn't ever happen. Usually if we do have a puncture, it's from some kind of debris, like a piece of metal or something that falls off a truck. It's not from the gravel itself. I will say there is a little bit of an asterisk on that this year. The long voyage is going down to Kansas, and we did notice, even though we're on the north side of Kansas, away from the technical Flint hills, there are some flint rocks that we saw out on the gravel roads. So you might want a little bit more protection if you're doing the long voyage and get a little bit thicker tire. Tubeless or not tubeless, we will always recommend tubeless. Definitely set up your tires tubeless. It's just a peace of mind. Everything works better. You might get tiny little punctures here and there, so you definitely recommend tubeless. Whatever tubeless sealant that you use, definitely use tubeless setups, 100%. All right, so in summary, for Garmin Gravel Worlds 2022, we recommend the Panaracer Gravel King, either SK or SS, or a combo of the two, 38C or 43C tires. They are going to be able to handle everything that we throw at you for Garmin Gravel Worlds, and you should have a great success here at Gravel Worlds. You won't have to worry about your tires, whether it's dry, muddy, doesn't matter. These tires will be able to get you there. The last thing I want to say is please support your local bike shops. If you are getting supplies, parts, tires, whatever it is that you're getting to come to Garmin Gravel Worlds, please go to your local bike shop first. It is super important that we support these local bike shops. They are the lifeblood of our local communities. So if you're here in Lincoln, please go over to CycleWorks. They have a full Panaracer tire display that you can get tires at any time throughout the year. I know it's always convenient to buy things online that ships directly to your door, but these local bike shops are so crucial to the support of events like ours, but smaller events and just other things that are happening in your cycling community. So thank you so much to Panaracer for sponsoring the tire of Gravel Worlds. The Panaracer Gravel King is the official tire of Garmin Gravel Worlds. We couldn't do this without our sponsors, so thank you so much. If you have any questions, please go to our website. We do have an FAQ page that should hopefully answer most of your questions. And that includes the types of gravels we have. I know that's a question we get a lot. What is our gravel like? We have pictures of all the different types of gravel you're going to see here at Garmin Gravel Worlds 2022. So go to our website. If you do have any questions, put them in the comments below. We'll see you here soon.